Hello, Western Oregon sports fans, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. Joining me in studio today, head baseball coach Jeremiah Robbins, getting the opportunity to talk about that unique tournament that the Wolves were able to play in early in the year. You guys might play in a kind of annual one, but this one was a little bit unique because you guys, each game mattered, and you guys were kind of pursuing that short-term championship, I want to say. So maybe we can just have you take us through the games. It's a little different than a series, but you guys opened up. The bats really opened up strong behind the arm of Grady Wood against St. Martin's.
Yeah, I like the way we approached Game 1 versus St. Martin's. Obviously a D2 opponent that we know very well, and we enjoy playing St. Martin's as well as they enjoy playing us. And I just really enjoyed the way our hitters took their approaches throughout that game and stayed with the plan that we had in place. And you know, we opened the game up a little bit as it went through, but Grady Wood, you know, he little rough outing the first inning. I think they went up 2-0 in the first, but you know, our guys stayed with the plan, stayed focused, and really competed very well for all 9 innings.
Well, and then you guys go over and play Lewis and Clark State. I just wanted to let everybody know that's kind of a unique situation where Lewis and Clark State might be an NAIA, but they're a regional power. They put many guys into Major League Baseball, multiple ones drafted each year. And just really, they might not go against the D2 record. You never want that loss on there, but that's a great challenge for you guys to face every single year. So talk to me about this game, too, that I don't want to put those words, but might be the best loss you guys almost have had against such a good team. Yeah.
LC State is a very good program. I have the highest respect for what they do over there. To be honest, a lot of the stuff we do, obviously when you look at LC and what they've done with 16 national championships and you know, Coach Chef and now Coach Piccone and their staff, and those guys know what they're doing. And a lot of stuff that they do, we do that here at Western Oregon too. So whenever you get an opportunity to play them, it's a great situation for our guys to really compete against a top-notch opponent, and I mean at any level, a top-notch opponent. So you know, it was a good battle. Came out on the short end there. I think we learned from it as a club, and you know, learned that we can compete with some of the best teams out there. And you know, we came up a little bit short, but you know, they definitely earned it. And it's going to be, I'm going to watch LC State as they go through their season. I think it's going to be interesting where they finish at the end. I was very impressed with how they went about their business, and I wouldn't expect anything less because I know what they expect over there, and it's a neat opportunity to play them.
We just want to make a quick mention on there, as Jeremiah talked about, the Wolves actually came back from 4-run deficits on 2 different occasions, including the top of the 9th inning, where they were into the inning down 13-9. So at least as a fan, you're pretty impressed, just the heart of those guys, and 2-out rally, all that other kind of stuff to go along with it. You guys come back the next day, have the opportunity to play another GNAC opponent. This is a game that there was something on the line where you had a chance, if you won this one, you guys were going to probably go to the tournament finals. And you guys come out behind Bradshaw, who maybe gave up a couple hits, but he really battled in there. And then you guys turned the ball over to AJ Burke, who had another outstanding performance on the mound for you guys.
Yeah, and you know, the Central game, I thought we were a little bit flat coming out, and that, you know, I'm not going to make excuses. You know, a doubleheader and then the early game, but I thought that was a good opportunity to just see how tough we were as a team, with you know, dropping that emotional game Friday night, and then quick turnaround breakfast at 6 a.m. and get our BP in, and then play a game at 10 o'clock. But to be honest, we just did what we had to do to win the game, which for us as coaches, as we look at our performance, we need that good explosive performance every single time we get to play. Bradshaw was okay. You know, he got into some jams and found ways to get out of them. He was leaving the ball over the middle of the plate quite a bit on them, and it was a different game. There was definitely a different feel to that game. You know, we're a little bit sleepy, but we did what we had to do to win it, and I was proud of that effort.
Guys come back the next day, like you mentioned, long sit-around time after that one. You guys come back on Sunday, have the opportunity to face Lewis and Clark State again in the tournament finals. Came up a little short on the end of that stick right there, but yeah, like you mentioned to me a little bit before, it was a great learning experience playing this team twice.
Yeah, and my big disappointment with the 3-0 loss was I thought our guy on the mound, Kirkland, competed very, very hard to keep us in that, and our hitters didn't have an answer. tip my hat to the kid they threw, and he kept us off balance and pitched to both sides of the plate and pitched with 3 different pitches and competed. We flat got outworked by LC State, and I would have liked to seen a little bit more enthusiasm from our club on Game 4. But we got to learn from it. We've got to grow from it. I was excited for Kirk as we head into this huge series with Cal State Stanislaus, of getting his feet back under him. His last outing got roughed up a little bit with Sonoma State. So, there were some positives out of it that I liked, but my end result, obviously, it was being competitive for 4 consecutive games in a weekend. That just wasn't there this weekend, and we've definitely addressed that. And looking forward to getting an opportunity to play 4 more games and see if we grow.
Well, fantastic. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Jeremiah as they're actually heading back down to California to face another CCAA opponent, Cal State Stanislaus, this week. We'll have an opportunity to talk to him on the preview edition of Wolves Weekly. Just want to say thank you for everyone for tuning in to this recap edition.